Hi. Woo. We're back.
So, have you recovered?
I have recovered from that intense best of 3 game that was really, really intense. But, you know, we're in the grand finals right now. It's Renegades. It's Thanatos. It's a best of 3. Anything can happen, and I'm really looking forward for this matchup.
That was a good game.
That was indeed a good game. In case you're just catching up, my name is Nomad.
And I'm Fang.
Not Y2K, it's Fang. But yeah, Thanatos were able to edge out against Bren Esports. That was an intense matchup. That was a matchup that I did not expect to happen. I honestly did not expect that to happen, to come out from Thanatos. So going into this matchup, I'm really looking forward for Thanatos, trying to give the same level of competition for Renegades.
Yeah, I mean, Renegades. I mean, Bren, Renegades, kind of on the same level, but of course, Renegades kind of up there. Way up there.
Way up there, indeed. Let's see if Thanatos would be able to compete in that high level of competition, you know?
Yeah, they just have to keep what they did versus Bren. And who knows?
Who knows, indeed. I mean, just keep their momentum. I'm just hoping that they keep their momentum going into this final game of the series. And I don't know. I'm just really at awe with how they played, especially the final game where it's really close, back and forth. All their damage potentials were there. They just really have to reposition themselves perfectly to edge out the engagement, and that's something that they did. If this is something that we will see in this matchup, I will lose my voice.
Well, RNG, I mean, RNG is known for very aggressive rotations. Like, I haven't seen like a rotation like RNG does. Because these guys have been playing 5v5 even before the announcement back in December. The launch. They
were able to get beta access from Super Evil Megacorp during the Worlds.
Yeah. And they've been playing, I mean, they represented Southeast Asia.
Yeah, during the show match.
Versus Japan and Korea combined.
Yeah, and the Japanese and the Koreans are pretty hard.
But they were able to beat them.
They were able to beat them. They're a hard combination. But, you know, we'll see if that same level of intensity would reflect here in this grand finals of the Mobile Esports Arena Vainglory for the month of March. And of course, this is organized by Brent Pearl. Thank you so much for organizing this. And you're watching it live right now on twitch.tv/MeSA official. Share the stream with your friends. Let everyone know about the grand finals. And of course, don't forget to like us on Facebook. That's facebook.com/Mobile Esports Arena. And if you missed the intensity of the last game's matches, you can just go to youtube.com/MeSA official to watch the VODs.
Well, I mean, right now, they face Spaghetti, right?
We're facing Spaghetti there. It's the sole Filipino person against a set of 5 Filipinos.
Yeah, I'm just like very interested about the draft though, because I've noticed Thanatos, they prefer Varia Celeste, which is exactly the heroes that Spaghetti would play. So it's going to be a bit of a mind games who gets who first. Or they may just ban it out completely on their eyes.
I think that no matter what they ban, Spaghetti would still be able to, you know, just play any hero at all. So it doesn't matter which one they're gonna ban. Just because Spaghetti is like this is Thanatos and this is Spaghetti. Like in terms of mechanical skills, mechanical gameplay, this is Spaghetti. Like he's way above Thanatos here. So Thanatos really needs to play as a team and try to catch Spaghetti off guard, because Spaghetti is a point person for Renegades to carry them on to the victory.
Then again, we're still waiting for the players. I mean, we're waiting for Thanatos. Pretty sure these guys it was very tiring. I'm pretty sure it was very tiring.
It was a pretty intense matchup. But if I may ask you, what would we expect going into this matchup?
What do we expect? Again, as I said a while ago, I mean, Renegades, very aggressive rotation. Early game. Now, the thing about it is, I mean, that's exactly how Bren did it the past game. But Renegades, I mean, just think of Renegades that's more like brand that's more polished in terms of rotation. They know exactly where to go, what to do, and well, they have Uni here as their captain, who just really tells them you should go here, you should go there. So it's gonna be very explosive in terms of Renegades, but at the same time, you also have Thanatos here, right? I mean, they just surprise you all of a sudden. I mean, these guys have been probably screaming with other top teams, so they might actually match Renegades. And if you look at the lineup of Renegades, it's not we're missing some key people here. We're missing Tazaboy, we're missing SNNK. So that might give Thanatos Esports a slight advantage because this is not the main team of Renegades. But Spaghetti's here.
But Spaghetti's still there. I mean, the way that Renegades played their game style earlier, just like what you said, they had the right mindset in terms of the rotations, and that's something that Thanatos will need to look out for because from what I've noticed, Thanatos, as soon as they get caught off guard, it snowballs pretty deep into the mid game, late game. So I think being a pacifist in this game is not a bad idea for Thanatos.
Yeah.
They don't they don't want to go hyper aggressive because if they go hyper aggressive, they can easily get caught out of position, and Spaghetti and the rest of Renegades would get caught.
Renegades is that they're like the king of comebacks. I mean, if maybe Impunity is second, but Renegades, they always find a way to come back to the game. Like just what happened a while ago. I mean, you find those little errors, you exploit it, and you're back in the game.
Yeah, and that's what's been happening all throughout these past matches that we've had here in this iteration of the mobile Esports Arena Vainglory. Any openings, the players just go straight into it and just take advantage of the errors. And I don't know, since this is already the grand finals, the tensions are high for both of these teams. I'm pretty sure Renegades are feeling pretty relaxed because they're already used to the competition setting in a high level. Thanatos, I am not quite sure. I mean, sure, they secured the victory against Brent Esports pretty closely, but at the same time, they're facing off against Renegades in the grand finals. Any small errors would multiply.
That's right, and I think it's the first time that Thanatos will actually face Renegades in a tournament, in a big tournament like this one.
So yeah, tensions are high. Thanatos might be feeling really nervous here, but yeah, we're still waiting for Thanatos to ready up. I think they're all logging in right now, so we'll see. We'll see how things are gonna play out. Whew. But if I'm gonna ask you, straight out prediction, who do you think is gonna win, and what's gonna be the scoreline?
Oh, it might be Renegades 2-0. Not just me. It's gonna be 2-0, and each game is gonna be so close.
I can feel your sentiments, but I am going to be. I'm gonna go for 2-1.
2-1
in favor of Renegades, but all of them are still going to be pretty close fights, and we are just about to jump into the draft, and we'll see how this plays out. But yeah, 2-1 for me for Renegades, but extremely close. That's what I'm hoping for.
Here we go.
Yep, we are jumping into the draft right now.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they've watched the games a while ago, so I'm pretty sure Renegades, knows what to ban.
Yeah, we'll see. A Fortress ban here for Renegades. A Tony ban for Thanatos, so they don't want to give Renegades Tony just in case that, they bring out some weird strategy out of nowhere. They're kinda thinking of who to ban. There you go, a Kroll ban for Renegades. Potential Arden ban. There you go, an Arden ban there for Thanatos.
The Arden. Oh, the Arden, not really the right ban for me, I think, against Renegades. I mean, they don't use Arden that much. Adagio, that's what they use a lot.
And Adagio makes his way through over to the side of Renegades, so research, I think, is going to be the issue here.
They just gave away Adagio Grace. Or Gwen. Gwen's a good pick. I mean, Renegades likes to play Gwen, so it's a good steal from Thanatos here. And they might actually, maybe a Catherine. They want to get a roam, or I mean, you've seen they've been so comfortable with the Grace, with the Ezreal.
Yeah. A Catherine and a Taka pick here for Renegades. Is this 3v3? I mean, are the Adagio...
Nah, they want Taka.
They really want Taka. We'll see if they are going to go for it.
Oh, there goes Taka.
There goes a Catherine.
And a Catherine. Sounds like a good deal, but you know, it's not necessary to pick Catherine now because I don't think Thanatos would even want to pick Catherine at this point. So it's okay to last pick Catherine if she's your roam, and instead pick a key hero like Kestrel.
The Kestrel. Kestrel deals a lot of damage, so if Kestrel decides to be to go for a pure not weapon power, crystal power, he's gonna hurt. But he also scales with weapon power as well.
Alpha, I mean, Senior Pedro is a specialist Alpha. Interesting.
Yeah, I have never seen Senior Pedro play Alpha before. This is going to be the first time.
And they need a strong jungle here. Ooh, the Celeste. As we were just talking about, these guys, they like Celeste, Varia,
yeah,
those kind of heroes. And looks like a Catherine and one more range hero, a mage, maybe a Samuel. So good against Alpha.
Not a lot of initiations though. Like I mean, not a lot of crowd controls though.
Yeah, the way Kestrel and Taka are made, it's very sneaky. Burst sneaky.
Yeah, disable would sound nice here for Renegades aside from Catherine.
Now we might see a Samuel. Oh, it might. Oh, it's probably a. We're not sure.
Oh, an Idris.
We're not sure if Adagio or Catherine are the. Like, which one of them will be the roam? It could be a Catherine that's CP, which is so good against an Alpha.
Yeah, just disable to Kingdom Come.
Well, this is a good jungle option, but.
Swap heroes.
Ooh, Senior Pedro's not handling that Alpha, huh? He's gonna give it to Fade, and instead he's gonna use the Gwen.
This is interesting.
Well, draft-wise, I think Thanatos is a little bit of an edge. That's the way I see it. I mean, the way I see the burst coming out. Thanatos, the burst from Thanatos lineup. Just look at that. You have a Gwen, you have a Kosh, you have an Alpha, and you have a Grace who can stun and also have some burst and a Celeste. Alright, it's gonna be so tricky to play against Thanatos with his lineup.
And I don't know. We'll see how Renegades would. We'll see how Renegades would come out on top of this. Early game, they don't really don't want to give it to Thanatos here.
Let's see, loading. Oh, Spaghetti with the Aegis.
Yep, Spaghetti Idris. Spaghetti Idris. There you go.
Spaghetti Idris. And we're on the rise. The finals of the Mobile Esports Arena for March.
So, ladies and gentlemen, share the stream with your friends, your families, whoever you play Vainglory with. This is a grand final for everyone here right now, and support your team. If I may ask, who do you guys want to win? Is it going to be Renegades or Thanatos? Spam it in the chat. We want to know.
Here we go. Ching is going to check out.
Pretty passive here for both teams. They really don't want to go for any early engagements here. I'm going to try to play it safe as much as possible.
There goes the stun. And Megamind and Senior Pedro trying to be sneaky. Aeon spots. Spaghetti's there. Has to be careful.
Does indeed need to be careful. Spaghetti, ooh, that's a lot of damage there by Ezreal. Spaghetti doesn't really want to give out an easy kill, so he just really needs to fall back. But yeah, Spaghetti is not getting any creeps now, so I don't know. Steven will have the lane advantage here. Oh wait, it's actually going to be Blazing in the mid.
Oh yeah, Blazing on the mid. Oh, interesting, coming in from Aeon and Renegades.
At the same time, over at the bottom lane, Chingy stealing the Trent there.
There it goes. Attacker can be really annoying, just like what's happening right now to Ezreal.
Yeah, it's a pretty annoying thing for Chingy to do. Ezreal just dropping pretty low there on HP.
Here we go. We are gonna see a CP, Catherine.
I really want to see how Renegades would be able to engage Thanatos here at this point. Because obviously, Renegades won't be able to pick out Thanatos in a straight-up fight, so they need to catch somebody off guard. But will they be able to find those openings?
We shall see. Meanwhile, here, Stephen kinda low though. I mean, an Adagio roam is so effective in the mid, right? Because it's a range roam, so he can really poke out the mage in the middle of the enemy.
Yeah, and speaking of poking Steven there, dropping pretty low.
And it's so good for Spaghetti because Spaghetti is a melee hero for now. And looks like he's gonna go with a CP route. So maybe after a few minutes, Spaghetti's gonna get that range from his CP.
Yeah, and that's when Spaghetti would start to hurt. And speaking of hurting, that small boomerang, forgot what it's called, is dealing damage on the creeps, helping him out farm because, well, Steven is using him ranged hero. So any advantage is needed here by Spaghetti. Well, yeah, everything's looking pretty passive here for both these teams. Like, it's just standard laning phase for both of these guys.
Here, Aeon trying to be annoying against Singer Pedro.
Ooh. Oh, nice steal. Not getting anything there. Singer Pedro is going to go back.
Wow, I mean, both teams very passive. Not what I expected it to be. I think they're being very careful, but
there you go, first
blood
blood
skill right there. But Blazing is gonna go down here easy. Megamind. There you go.
Yeah, it's a pretty even trade.
Yeah, meanwhile here, skirmish is happening here. Ooh,
yeah.
Fade is trying to. It's so hard to kill right now, and Onager might fall here. One more
Whoa,
hit.
nice one. Fady takes out Onager there, and Chingy has to go back. But yeah, regardless, both of these guys are not playing as aggressive as I expected.
Yeah, both teams are very careful. One mistake can lead to what? 3 turrets.
Yeah, that can realistically happen here. So they just really need to play it safe.
Ooh. And now Fade goes down with that Alpha of his. Meanwhile, at the top, Senior Pedro putting all the pressure.
Yeah, it's just the normal laning phase for these guys at the top lane. Of course, Catherine is at a disadvantage because she is a melee hero. Senior Polo.
Someone's hungry, yeah?
Yeah, I'm hungry. Senior Pedro is ranged, so, he has the automatic advantage of having a gun in a knife fight.
Now here, Onager already hurts. And, Senior Pedro gets that tension bow done. So, meanwhile, he has to be careful. Fade here.
Fade needs to, just continue with the poking there for Blazing. But, they will actually be able to convert it into a kill. Blazing falls down. And, that damage output, though, by Castrol is just enough to deter them from pushing in. And Fady actually dwindling down in HP. And this middle engagement here is not looking good for Thanatos there. Getting taken out.
Ooh, was a bit greedy there.
It is indeed. Misplays are now finally getting forced out. But Kestrel doing a good job holding his own in the bottom lane.
Aeon actually doing a good job.
Yeah, doing a good job staying alive there. At least able to keep up with Senor Pedro.
Ooh. Fade goes. Fade actually brings down Shingy, finally with Ataka.
And yeah, this is really a slow and steady matchup.
Ooh, Spaghetti with the range already.
Spaghetti is starting to hurt right now. Speaking of hurting, Onager is in a world of hurt. Oh, that's a lot of damage onto Spaghetti, and Spaghetti will fall down. Oh, no, not really. The mechanical skills, just like what I've been saying earlier, is just right there for Spaghetti. Able to escape there.
Survives that one. He has to be careful. They can easily dive onto Spaghetti here. You have a Mega Mind, Koshka there, and an Alpha. Now he's not going to try his luck there. Spaghetti's going to retreat, and the first turret goes to Thanatos.
Well, we do have Chingy here, and I don't think Chingy is going to go for any kills there. Nice connection there onto Senor Pedro. Aeon.
Ooh. Tremor Blast. Right
goes
on your
for the
face.
ultimate. At least the kill got secured.
Stephen actually goes down against Shingy here.
Yeah, a lot of skirmishes. What the hell? A lot of skirmishes happening all across the map, and it's still pretty much an even game. Nobody has the upper hand here. Thanatos is doing incredibly well against Renegades.
But we're seeing here, I mean, I like how Renegades is approaching this. If you see Chingy and Aeon's items, these are utility-based items. So they're really banking on Spaghetti for the late game here.
As always. But yeah, this middle engagement almost didn't end well for Spaghetti, but the Renegades decided to instead go for the top lane and convert a tower there. I'm going to try to see if they can convert the tower there. But Taka going into Ezreal. Megamind is dropping pretty low. Silence that blast though. That is not...
But the heal right there.
Ooh, this nice stun though. But they won't be able to secure anything here.
Ooh, Chingy.
Chingy really going in for the kill. That Taka is really, really slippery. And then X-Retsu onto Gwen there. And Chingy will stealth away. And this is going to be another kill. Diving into the tower. This is really nice from Renegades. But, wow.
Shield though, but Aeon's gonna go for it.
Ezreal will fall down.
And the turret as well. But Fade is gonna be here, so he has to be careful. He might actually die here. The Prime Directive will not reach. Meanwhile, Spag here. That gave Spag some time actually.
Yeah, just
those skirmishes.
Open up the way for him to keep farming minions, to get money.
Megamind's gonna ruin that right now. Ooh, look at that damage.
Ooh, that's a lot. That's a huge chunk.
And Blazing just on time there. But Fade though.
Fade is going to catch up here. Going in for Blazing. They really want to take out Spaghetti, but that is not going to happen. Blazing and Onager are here to help out Spaghetti and the engagement. And Fady will go down. Steven as well. That's a lot of damage here from Chingy.
Wow. I mean, just one mistake. And Renegades gets back at you twice.
The power spike is showing here for Renegades. Slowly but surely, they are building up their items.
You know what, Chingy here. And again, that shows why Chingy is probably one of the best Taka I've seen.
In the entire region?
Yeah, Chingy. Well, Glaive and Taka. I remember him best for that. But this one though, an early Ghost Swing.
And yeah, Renegades will be able to get the Ghost Swing.
But have to be careful.
Wants to steal it, and no, that is not going to happen. Ghost Wing will still go to Renegades. And this is going to be an engagement that Thanatos will not want to lose, but they are losing it right now. Stephen will fall down on the hands of Blazing, and Megamind needs to escape there.
You know what, Chingy is going to go for the chase here. Megamind, really smart right there. But Chingy will not... Oh, the Tremor Blast.
Aeon
Perfect Tremor Blast.
Gonna catch him off guard. And right now, Megamind, nice stun there by Catherine just in time. But will they be able to kill Chingy? I think that would be the case.
Meanwhile, here, Oninger actually has a pretty silent game, 0-2, but he's having his farm.
Yeah, he's having the farm of his life right now.
But if you notice, I mean, Renegades, it's a slow kind of push, but if you notice right now, they're actually kind of moving forward and more forward. I mean, 6 turrets left for Thanatos.
Yeah, they're just making sure that they get the objectives, no matter what happens. They're just trying to see if Thanatos is. They're pretty spread out. See, and Thanatos right now, they need to decide if they want to commit into getting Renegades. I mean, getting them out of the game, just like what's happening right now.
Ooh, Oninger brings down Koshka there.
Indeed, and Ezret and Fady, they will try to see if they can defend the top lane, but this is a lot of space getting created by Renegades.
Oh, Stephen has to be careful not to get spotted here.
Yeah, and at least Thanatos were able to defend the
Meanwhile,
top
here
turret.
Fade is gonna go for blazing here, but Aeon's gonna be there for the mercy.
Nice.
Ooh, the soul.
Oh,
Almost.
that hurts.
Meanwhile, here's Spag. Has his own thing here. Has to be careful. That's 3 people looking at him right now. Ooh,
Oh
but
no,
Spag
Spaghetti.
here knows exactly how to go about it.
But the Adagio is there to try to support Spaghetti, and I think the support is going to happen here. Spaghetti
Ooh,
almost taking out
Tactical.
Alpha.
and the stun though.
Nice stun though by Steven X. But where is Spaghetti? Spaghetti, you will not be
Spaghetti.
able to survive that. Finally, Spaghetti falls down.
You know, they're Shingy with a stealth there, looking for a hot target, and he finds Stephen. That is so fast. Meanwhile, Mega Man's gonna go down next. Oninger, one more there. Ooh. And now Fady has to run away. Meanwhile, Aeon has his own mission at the top. Bring it down. And he has a Storm Crown. Meanwhile, at the bot. Ooh.
Well, Fady goes down. Finally goes down. But yeah, Thanatos needs to. They need to get objectives now.
Yeah, they're too much kills. And ghosting once more will be taken easily here.
Yeah, not much contention
I
here.
mean, that's the advantage once you push early on. I mean, you won't really have any vision near the dragons.
Yeah, you won't. You also won't have the confidence to go for the dragons, just because you don't have turrets to go back to.
Yeah, that's true. Meanwhile, oh, they're gonna speed up here, and looks like they want to kill here.
And that is indeed what's gonna happen. They are out for blood, but Renegades are.
Ooh,
Renegades are
Spaghetti,
actually
though.
slowly making their way back because Spaghetti dealt a lot of damage onto Ezret there. And I think Chingy is going to go for it. An X-Retsu will be able to secure a kill, but Spaghetti and Blazing are going to be forced to fall back here because this is a four-man Thanatos overhead. But nice kill, though, by Spaghetti. And a turret destroyed as well by Oninger.
Oh, Oninger right there. He can stun him up.
That stun.
Oh, Mega Man's going so low here, and Spaghetti is right on time here.
And right now, Spaghetti will be able to kite Fady there. Another kill there by Spaghetti, and this is going to be another. I think this is going to be an ace. Senor Pedro gets taken out. Oh, it's not going to be an ace. Stephen just goes back into the game, and he is going to try to defend this push by Spaghetti alone. And look at that damage by Spaghetti. Ezret wants to try it too.
Oh no. He is on 18 stacks right now, Spaghetti. 18 Dragon's Eyes, like, it's crazy.
Look at that. The armory falls down just quickly. That quickly.
And while that's happening, we see this. Aeon doing... it felt like he never left the top lane, right? He was just there the whole time.
Yeah, he was just doing his job. Hey, I'm just gonna push here, guys. Don't mind me. And speaking of minding, Megamind jumps in. We're gonna try to see if they can stop Aeon.
Taking a long time to bring down Aeon with all the skills already shown up.
Oh, nice stun though by Megamind. By Aeon, I mean. And this is another engagement that Thanatos is going to lose. Ezreal falls down. This is a two-man defense here. This is not looking good at all.
Wow.
Just Steven on his own again. Game 1 is I'm gonna call it. Game 1 is gonna go to Renegades at this point. Thanatos does not have the win condition. Does not have the condition to go back into the game.
There you go. It felt like a clean sweep coming in. 0 turrets to end the game in style.
Well, 1 turret falls down the bottom lane, but really, that's an anticlimactic way to end the game, because I was expecting Thanatos to give up a good fight, but they were just playing really passively. So much so that they're letting Renegades just get on top of them.
Yeah, and I mean, it wasn't the same, how do you call this, thrill? It was so subtle the way Renegades conquered them one by one. I mean, you just realize the next few minutes, oh, they've got this turret down, they're moving forward, and it felt like there was never really a huge clash that defined the game.
Yeah,
right.
It's just Renegades just playing the game as it's meant to be, securing objectives and making their way over to the crystal.
And that's what they're known for. I mean, objectives over kills.
Indeed, and that's something that Thanatos needs to adjust for going into the next match. We are already at match point. If Renegades wins this, well, of course they win.
Yeah,
but you know, Thanatos.
That's just how exactly Bren and Thanatos. Game 1 felt like Bren was just gonna breeze through it, and suddenly Game 2 and 3, they came back.
Yeah, but the thing is, during the Bren and Thanatos matchup, Bren was very, very aggressive here. Right here, we are seeing a very pacifistic Renegades.
And I mean, I suspect it's how you counter SEA, because Renegades, they scream a lot against the Korean teams like Ace Gaming, and you know that's how the Koreans and Japanese would counter the SEA people, because C teams are like all about aggressive, and once you counter them with something very very passive, you know, at one way or another, I mean, they're just gonna commit more errors, and that's how exactly what happened here. I mean, they just really committed errors. I mean, Renegades playing very passive, just waiting for Thanatos to make errors, dive in, and they just take advantage of it, and that's how they win.
And that's something that Thanatos needs to work on, if you're going to ask me. Because there is a time when you can go aggressive, but it always pays to be passive. And that's what happened to Renegades during Game 1. They weren't doing them flashy plays for the highlights. They were just securing the objectives. And that's what's beautiful about Renegades. That's what's good about Renegades, because you don't see the highlight plays, but you see them win all the time.
It feels like they're on they're enlightened like Zen, right?
They have already awakened.
Yeah, and they're just like, as it is.
Yeah. Be one with the game. Be one with the crystal. But yeah, just waiting for the players to load up, and we will be going into game number 2 of this best of 3 series. We are at match point in favor of Renegades. Renegades, if they win this, they win this.
And it's the first time Renegades would actually be champions for Mobile Esports Arena. I mean, it's the first time they joined.
It's the first time they joined. It's a first time win. That would be something.
Yeah. Well, as I mentioned a while ago, this is not even the main team.
Imagine if this is going to be the main team, things would turn out very differently for this matchup. But if I ask you, what would be Thanatos' way to win this match?
Well, I mean, the way you described it a while ago, pacifist, I mean, that's the same thing they did against Ben at Game 2 and 3. So I think that's what Thanatos should do. I mean, don't go for the all-out damage kind of lineup. Like, stick to what you did a while ago. And that would actually give them an equal standing against Renegades, because that's how Renegades is approaching the game against them.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so happened that Renegades were able to spot out the smallest mistakes there by Thanatos. So, well, yeah, this Mobile Esports Arena has been brought to you by Brand Pro. It's organized by them, and thank you so much for having us here. Of course, like us on Facebook at facebook.com/mobile esports arena. You're watching this on Twitch at twitch.tv/MeSA official, and on YouTube. You can watch the highlight plays. You can watch all of the VODs from all the previous iterations of MeSA for not just
even watch the game the Bren Thanatos. That was like intense.
Yeah, that was intense. So you make sure you watch that over at youtube.com/MeSA official. And of course, it's not just Vainglory. We also have Clash Royale and we have Hearthstone. So a lot of other games for you to watch there. And yeah, the winner of this will be getting 20,000 pesos converted to your local currency. And the second place would be getting 15,000 pesos converted to your local currency.
Because right now there are so much countries in this lineup. I mean, Renegades, Australians. There's an Australian, there's someone from Thailand, someone from Singapore. It's crazy.
It's crazy indeed. And Thanatos, they're all Filipinos, right?
All Filipino
All
team.
Filipino
You have a
team.
Senior Pedro there. Now I'm craving for Senior Pedro.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I want some chicken, too. I'm hungry now.
And you have a spaghetti.
Okay. Chicken and spaghetti. What
Chicken
else
and
can you go
spaghetti.
for? But, Renegades, if you're watching this right now as we speak, let us eat. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Of course, I want Thanatos to show us a good fight. I really want that to happen. That's something to see here. It's something to end the day.
The first battle starts at the draft, and we are starting the draft in a few seconds here.
Yeah, and we are jumping into the draft right now as we speak. So we'll see how Thanatos would play things out in the draft. Another Tony ban.
Yeah.
They really don't want to give Renegades Tony.
But that actually, I mean, I'd rather gamble against a Tony than letting Renegades get, I mean, Tony's just like an add-on, right? To how they've played the game since the last patch. So by banning Tony, that actually gives them more options to play what they're really used to playing.
And yeah, just like if you give Spaghetti anybody, they'd still win.
Yeah.
You'd still have a hard time finding them. So might as well just limit down the choices that Spaghetti has, or the rest of Renegades has. And speaking of bans here, limiting VC.
Grumpjaw. Oh yeah, Grumpjaw. I mean, Renegades likes to play Grumpjaw. It's a good ban. Tony, not
Adagio.
ideal. Ooh, there goes the Adagio ban, but prioritizing Arden here, and a cat. Will it be a cat? They're thinking. We actually might see, as I mentioned a while ago, they might actually go for that Arden. That's a utility CP. Ooh, I like this
Grace.
pick. It's a very rare to see Renegades pick a Grace. I think this is more of a making sure that Grace won't land under the hands of Ezreal here. Because rarely would I see Renegades use Grace. I mean, that's respect right there.
You're plucking the words out of my mouth right now. Well, yeah, we have a Koshka here for Renegades, a potential Catherine here with Thanatos, bringing up the CCs.
As I said a while ago, it's gonna be a combat, either combat Arden or a combat Cat, but very tricky though. See.
We'll see which one is going to be the support, but this is a CC intensive build by Thanatos so far with Arden and Catherine. And we finally see the first Cruel of the day.
Ooh, Cruel.
I'm still trying to read the lineup here by Thanatos. We have a Sky there for Renegades. Pretty interesting.
Oh, Finn. Oh, I'm loving this
Finn. Oh my
roam,
God.
this tank picks from both teams.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. This is going to be one long game.
And Vox, good late game pick.
So, grab food, grab some drinks, invite your friends over to watch the stream. This is going to be a long fight, ladies and gentlemen.
Who might be the last pick? Someone range though. They need someone who's range. Varya? Ah no, Varya's gonna be eaten up here. Oh. Well, there goes the Varya. So I'm not surprised if it's a Celeste. It might be a Celeste.
I don't know.
We're waiting very carefully here. It has to be a Celeste. Oh, I love this. I've seen this play. The Scarf is the ultimate siege. If you thought Saw was the ultimate siege,
Nope.
here it's gonna be Scarf. So again, this tells me it's a very objective approach coming in from Renegades. But meanwhile, Thanatos, as I described it a while ago, it's what happened. You know, they embrace that pacifist lineup. Catherine, Arden, very passive.
All right. So this is I'm calling it. This is going to go into the mid game or late game.
Yeah, I'm not even sure who has the edge right now.
Same. It's really a hard game to predict here.
Although one thing that Renegades might have an advantage is the burst. Because, you know, I mean, Catherine, Arden, you can ignore them, right? And instead you can focus on Vox and Varya.
Yeah, good point. Yeah. We'll see if Renegades would be going for that, because right now Renegades are just spread out pretty thin there. Oh, it's a spaghetti scarf. Okay.
It's a spaghetti scarf.
That's going to be a weird scarf to wear. Scarf made out of spaghetti. I wouldn't want that. Like complete with the sauce and
So you have
everything.
meatballs hanging on your
neck. Yeah.
Ah, interesting. Meanwhile here, very passive. Ooh, he did not see that scout cam. Blazing. Really smart.
So, pacifism is the name of the game. No one wanting to go to the jungles and try to harass anyone. But Ezreal, well, harassing Blazing right now. So yeah, it's a pretty back and forth matchup here for these guys. It's going to be a pretty back and forth matchup. We won't be seeing any engagements until somebody reaches level 4 at the very least. I'm pretty sure that is when the engagements would start happening. Yeah, this is just a pretty normal laning phase for these guys.
You use spaghetti here. Sneaky, sneaky.
Sneaky, sneaky indeed.
Meanwhile here at the top. Again, Fade is gonna try to hold off this guy. Might be hard though. Ooh, look at that.
The help from Ezreal though,
Two roams
they should be
going
able
at
to
you.
help it.
Uni here, look at Uni struggling.
And just gunning down. Oh, this engagement though over in the middle. Something that Chingy really doesn't want to happen, because Chingy, the burst onto Chingy is just enough to force him back. He doesn't want to stay there as long as possible, and they're actually going to help out Uni there over at the top lane. We'll see how Fady is going to respond here. But oh, this is not looking good for Renegades in the get-go. Blazing is going to get caught off there. And first blood goes to Thanatos, and Uni will just push Fady back, but Megamind is there to assist whenever.
Meanwhile here,
Spaghetti is there as
though.
well.
Ooh, Spaghetti here getting trapped here, but
That sky damage though.
Uni though.
Spaghetti just needs to kite Megamind. Ooh, and he does.
Fade right there though, but Fade might actually get this one. Oh, the cooldown's too long, but Stephen is gonna be.
Oh, nice
he
jukes!
missed that one.
The jukes from Spaghetti. As I said, mechanical skills is there.
I mean,
Spaghetti.
he knows exactly every cell of Varya and how she works. So Spaghetti knows exactly how to counter his favorite hero.
It pays a lot to play all the heroes so that you have an idea of how they play. And if it's going to be a plus if you use every single hero, because you will know the ins and outs. Yeah, it's an even matchup, 2-2. 3 minutes going into the 4th minute of the game. Both of these guys are just going to keep farming.
You'll hear Ching trying to be sneaky here.
Yeah, but Chingy won't be able to secure anything there yet. Chingy's not that painful enough to be a fearsome hero in Sovereign's Rise.
Meanwhile here, Megamind with a cruel... Oh, I forgot to mention, it's like one of Megamind's best heroes.
Cruel?
Cruel.
Hmm.
He's so cruel with it.
I see what you did there.
You know, Megamind though, having a hard time finding targets.
Megamind is gonna have to run away. Well, yeah, in terms of damage onto the towers, Renegades is actually pretty much in there.
And that's true. Ezreal, again, this is the double combination of the two roams. But I'm amazed. Uni's actually holding up pretty well.
Indeed. Uni's surviving the top lane despite multiple attempts on his life.
Oh,
but I think Uni...
Oh, he still survives right there. I was just...
But survives, but right now Catherine is there.
Ezreal looking for that stun, but I don't think they're going to pursue it. That's too much of a commitment on the turret.
Yep, and if they go ahead and commit to the top lane, the bottom lane will fall down because right now Senior Pedro is getting chased out by Blazing and Aeon.
Meanwhile here, again, it's the same vibe as the game 1, right? It feels like there's nothing happening.
And
there seems to be a Chingy here. Ooh, nice move from Stephen there, but...
Oh, nice connection!
Oh, and Blazing right there. Wow.
Steven is going to be taken out there.
Felt like an obstacle course for Stephen. He passed the first one, the second one, not the third one.
Yeah, and it connected, and it resulted into him dying, and to this tower falling down. First turret of the game.
Easy.
6 minutes in.
And
But
again,
yeah, this is just the same gameplay. It's just that the misplays are not showing here for both of these teams.
Yeah, both teams very careful here, but Senior Pedro might be caught out here.
That's not being careful, Senior Pedro.
And Spaghetti here looks like he wants one more turret here.
That would indeed be the call. No one is rotating.
The ultimate
from Thanatos.
siege machine here, Spaghetti, with a scarf. There you go. And the mid one. Ooh, Mega Man brings down Uni finally right there.
And mid engagement here. Thanatos looking to secure a turret of their own, and looks like the top turret will be theirs. But Megamind is getting a lot of damage here
too
from
much
the
this
turret.
one, but they're gonna get this one. But Sheen though, ooh, pretty low there.
He's pretty low. And you wouldn't want to stay there.
Wow,
Nice kill there from Spaghetti. Ezreal is gonna run away, and Spaghetti is just gonna steal another Trent from Thanatos. Slowly but surely, Renegades is edging the lead.
Again, it's one of those silent games by Renegades here, and Thanatos actually doing a really good job holding them off.
Yeah, they're not overcommitting to defense. Their rotations are good to an extent.
Yeah, in a way, it kind of prevents RNG from, being able to get more turrets than the usual.
Yeah, it's not an all-out. Hey, Thanatos is gonna get the first tiers, the tier 1 turrets. That's not gonna happen just yet.
Oh, Mega Man, that burn
Oh
though!
my God, that is not looking good. Renegades are looking for blood here. They getting Spaghetti getting a double kill there.
That's what I told you. The one problem they might encounter is the burst potential.
Yeah, Thanatos really needs to push it out into a mid-game fight.
Meanwhile here, Uni making his approach to the top lane, while Freddy tries to sneak off here, but Uni might actually get a kill here.
And I think that is going to be the case, but
Oh wow, they actually bring it down so fast. And again, objectives game.
Uni able to force back Fady there. But this is all, they're already on the second tower. They're already on the third tower of Thanatos.
Mega Man trying his luck there.
But there's really nothing else I can say here. It's the normal game from, it's the usual game from game one. Everything's just pretty slow. And Ezra catching Aeon there off guard. At the same time, Blazing is actually behind. Ezra is caught out of position there. Steven just barely making it out alive.
And then again, Shingy takes a turret at the top lane. Meanwhile, Mega Man gets hooked here.
And I think this is going to... Thanatos needs to get this engagement so that they could convert the middle tower or the bottom tower. But right now, I think this is going to be a middle tower
look
take.
at that damage. Look, they're going for Spaghetti here, but...
They won't be able to go for Spaghetti because right now they are falling down. Thanatos, slowly but surely, are losing this game. Renegades are just making sure that they are securing this. And they will make their way over to the third turret momentarily.
Like, it's the same vibe, right? It's like a build-up, slowly and slowly and slowly.
It's like a movie.
It's like a movie. So we're kind of in...
We're approaching the climax now at this point. They finally able to take out Scarf, which is going to be a good idea because you don't want Scarf to siege up. But just the damage from Sky is just a bit too much for them. The gauntlet has been popped, but it doesn't help out as much as they want to. Sky making it rain from above. Won't be dealing as much damage as he want to.
But that's a good distraction because while that was happening, the other team got the turret at the bot lane.
Yep. And Renegades just playing it smart. Smart Vainglory.
Yeah, smart plays. Meanwhile, the Ghost Wing is open for the taking here.
I don't think Renegades would actually contest this.
Yeah, we have to see about that because Scarf can actually steal it.
But Scarf is moving away though, so there won't be any steals unless Aeon decides to go for it. And I think
almost right there.
He's gonna pay for it with his life, and his teammates are gonna catch up right now. Blazing is going to jump in to the fight.
Ooh, Spaghetti misses that spit.
But this is an engagement that Renegades might lose.
Yeah, Uni's not there. They're not complete. And Spaghetti's not...
Aeon is going to jump right in. Chingy barely makes it out alive. Wow!
Wow, that burn though. Look at that burn from Spaghetti.
Indeed, that burn is going to go for it. But Chingy still alive there, but not anymore. It's a 2v3 situation here over the bottom lane. Ezret will shortly be taken out here if Renegades commits to this. And it is actually pretty doable for them to clear this out. They just need to aim it properly. The CCs are actually there for Blazing, but I don't think they'd be able to go for this. Blazing is going to fall down. Spaghetti needs to back up. We'll see how Spaghetti places out. Nice block, though. Spaghetti takes out one. Will he get for another one? No, that's not going to happen. But Aeon is right there. Going to go out and take out Steven. Senor Pedro, you need to fall back, sir. Chingy is
right
catching up slowly.
And Uni's right there. Uni's too far away.
Uni is indeed too far away. Chingy's too fast. Connects onto Senor Pedro. And right now, this is going to hurt for him.
But Fred's going to be there just in time for the Vanguard. And Chingy has to back down. And that gauntlet. Beautiful gauntlet. Uni's going to be trapped here. But will he be able to get Senor Pedro? Oh, the Suri strike.
Does get Senor Pedro. Fady will be overextending his welcome. Aeon right there in the position to assist. But I don't think...
there we go. For it. Blazing is here.
They're going to go for it. Renegades right now are in the... They have the upper hand here because they are caught off position. Thanatos, they need to fall back. They don't want to keep forcing out the engagement because right now Steven is going to fall down. Ezret is going to fall down as well. Megamind as well. Quickly dwindling down numbers. It's just Ezret on his own. At the same time, Scarf is just doing his job in the top lane.
As I said a while ago, Scarf, double Shattered Glass. Look at that damage. You see that?
Yep. That's one of the fastest turret takes I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's a bit crazy with a Scarf potential.
Oh, look at the
I
damage
don't want to
optimizer.
go head to head with this. And he's gonna burn you both, but look at that.
We'll see.
Ooh,
What's gonna happen?
the Tremor Blast.
Oh, didn't actually connect onto Spaghetti.
Wow.
But Blazing is there as well. One good hook from Blazing. He's going to turn the tides there over to the top lane, but that's not going to happen. They're just going to fall back because the Black Claw is almost here. And I think that's going to be the next objective the Renegades will be getting.
Meanwhile, here Spag finds that scout cam.
And we'll see this mid engagement here not going well for Thanatos. Renegades taking advantage of that fact. Krolf goes down. Thanatos slowly falling back. They are not doing as much damage as they want to against Renegades.
But where in the world is Spaghetti? Still at the lane, and Fade is having a hard time holding off this mage.
And at the same
look at
time,
this turret. It's just falling down so fast.
look at the middle part of the map. The rest of Renegades are catching up. Fade is gonna fall down. No questions asked. Oh wait, he actually survives. Okay.
Survives that, but this is not gonna survive anytime soon.
And this
And one more.
and this is going to be it, ladies and
Wow.
gentlemen.
Spaghetti, it
Renegades.
felt like he had an obstacle from top to mid to bottom.
Yeah. And oh wait, Thanatos actually holding it back. Aeon is gonna survive, but Sky and I forgot who else is there. Sky and Blazing will be able to keep the pressure on while waiting for the rest of the teammates. I don't think they'd be able to stay here any longer.
I felt like Spag was cleaning.
Spag was cleaning up. Hey guys, come on, start doing your job, guys, please.
And Chingy's gonna be here at the back.
Chingy just being there in the outskirts would.
And
I think they could take that fight.
yeah, probably the next thing in Thanatos' mind is what else can we do?
There's nothing else that they could do. They could, if they can wipe out Renegades and
On
force
one last
one
clash.
last push.
But the thing about it, it feels like Renegades tries to avoid that defining clash and instead tries to get you to, like, you know,
tries to split you up so that you won't
small
have to-
skirmishes one by one.
That's what they're doing. They're just making sure that everybody is far away from one another so that they could have a guy slowly pushing all lanes. Just like what's happening right now. We got Sky in the top lane. We got Grace in the bottom lane.
Ah,
Oh,
Blazing.
Scarfet's actually in the base right now. And that, I think this is going to be it. This is a backdoor victory. Renegades takes this game
Wow.
2-0.
That TP boots.
Wow, smart game, smart. That's a 200 IQ play from Spaghetti. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Again, I mean, no defining clash, but defining plays, that's Spaghetti for you.
There's no words to say. That's 200 IQ. He saw an opening. TP ended. That's
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I don't want flashy plays. I just want this to end. I want my Spaghetti right now.
I want to win. I want my spaghetti dinner. That is what happened right now. Congratulations to Renegades. You are this month's champion for the Mobile Esports Arena.
If
Vainglory
they were an
5v5.
NBA team, they'd be like the Spurs, right? I mean, it's just they just do what they do.
They just do what they do. Just fundamental Vainglory. That's what they're
Fundamental
doing.
Vainglory, textbook Vainglory.
Textbook Vainglory, indeed. And to Thanatos, congratulations on making it this far. You will be the second placer. And yeah, once again, congratulations to Renegades. That's really
You're just,
not
just
the-
in awe about the movement.
yeah. It's not the grand finals I expected, but it's still the win.
Yeah.
So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that about wraps it up. Good job and well played to all of the teams that joined for this month's Vainglory 5v5. There's always next month for you to join, and registration is free. And, of course, all of this is possible thanks to Bren Pro. You can, just like our Facebook page at Mobile Esports Arena, Follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/MeSAofficial, and of course, to witness everything that happened and more, you can just go to youtube.com/MeSAofficial. And once again, I am Nomad,
And I am Fang.
and we will see you next month for another set of Vainglory matches here at the Mobile Esports Arena. Have a good night.